In the previous lecture, we were started with gene interaction, which is related with neo-Mendelism. Because of gene interaction, some deviations are seen which are different from the Mendelian ratios and some Mendelian rules. We have started with intragenic interaction, which occurs between the alleles of the same gene. As we have seen one of the example, this capital T small t, when this condition is there, it should be a hybrid tall plant. But according to intragenic inheritance, these plants having capital T small t, these plants will be having intermediate height, which is not dominant, not recessive phenotype. Okay, so intragenic inheritance means interallelic, means between capital T small t we can consider as an example. So when two alleles of a gene interact in such a way to produce phenotype which is different from typical dominant recessive phenotype. We are studying about its example. We have completed incomplete dominance and codominance. For this incomplete dominance, both the alleles of an allelomorphic pair express themselves partially. One allele cannot suppress the expression of other allele completely, and therefore intermediate expression in F1 hybrid is seen. Example of Mirabilis jalapa and Snapdragon we have seen. This graphical representation of incomplete dominance and genotypic and phenotypic ratio we have studied. For codominance, where the alleles of an allelomorphic pair express themselves equally in F1 hybrid, and here the alleles are able to express themselves equally independently in the hybrid. One of the example, coat color in cattle. See, this is the color diagram where this red colored cattle is crossed with white colored cattle. Genotype is considered as capital R for red color, capital W for white color. When these two are crossed together, gamete formed are capital R and capital W. In the F1 generation, we have got intermediate expression of roan color. That means both the condition, this cattle shows white and red color. Patches of white and red color are seen. That means both these colors, they express themselves equally in F1 generation. When these cattles are crossed with each other, in F2 generation we have got red color 1, roan color 2 individuals and 1 white colored. That means ratio is 1:2:1. This is phenotypic ratio which we can observe externally and can tell about the phenotypic ratios. In case of genotypic ratio, again the same, capital R 1, capital R capital W 2 individuals and WW is the 1 individual. Again 1:2:1 ratio we have got, which is deviated from this phenotypic ratio in case of Mendel's monohybrid crosses 3:1, and here ratio we have got 1:2:1. So here revision of incomplete dominance and codominance we have completed. Now we are going to see next one, that is multiple alleles. It come under intragenic interaction. What is the meaning of multiple allele? Multiple for many, alleles from alternative forms of a gene. So more than 2 alternative forms of a gene in a population occupying the same locus on a chromosome are known as multiple alleles. What does it mean? In the previous part we have seen that, for example, character of height have 2 alternative forms, and which are these 2 alternative forms? Tall and dwarf. But when more than 2 alternative forms are present, where we can see this more than 2 alternative form of a gene? In the population. In the population where these genes are occupying, these genes are occupying on the same locus of a chromosome. For example, if you are going to consider gene for color of eye, suppose it is present on gene number 2, on chromosome number 2, then the gene for this color of eye in the population will found in chromosome number 2 only. That is for example I told. So more than 2 alternative forms of a gene in a population occupying the same locus on a chromosome are known as multiple alleles. How these multiple alleles are get formed? It is because of mutation. That is sudden change in genetic makeup of an individual is called as mutation. So multiple alleles arise by mutation of the wild type of gene. So this gene can mutate several times and produce a series of alternative expression. Different alleles in a series shows dominant recessive relation or may show codominance or incomplete dominance among themselves. Then these different kind of expressions are seen. Dominant recessive or codominance or incomplete dominance can be seen among themselves. So what are the examples we have to study? One of the example is in case of Drosophila, the size of wings. In case of Drosophila, this wing size ranges from normal wings to vestigial wings. That means from normal wings to no wings. No wing means what? Just stumps are seen, and it is due to one of the allele which is called as VG in homozygous condition. Normal wing is wild type and vestigial type is of recessive type. What happens? This wild type undergoes mutation and gives series of changes. See, this is a chart showing different phenotypes and genotype for this Drosophila wings. This normal wings, for that genotype is VG+. So normal wings are seen. Second condition is nigged wing. Genotype is VGNI. NI is for nigged. So your nigged wings are seen having this fine cuts are seen in this nigged type of wings. Notched wings, here VGNO, you can see the difference of the wings in first 3. So this is called as notched wings. Fourth condition is strap wings, genotype is VGST. You can see here the wings, strap one. And this vestigial wings means the no wings are present at all here. Just stumps are seen and genotype is VG. So this series of expressions you can see because of different types of genotype, and these conditions are seen in the population of Drosophila, and for this gene are present on the same condition on the same number of chromosome, and the position of the gene will also be seen. So this is one of the example of multiple allele in Drosophila, normal wings to vestigial wings. So we can say series of changes are seen. So multiple alleles, many forms of alleles in the population of Drosophila is seen. So it is called as multiple alleles. Second example for multiple allele is ABO blood groups of human beings. I think you remember this ABO blood group. We have studied before also. So what is this ABO blood group in case of human beings? This blood group in human beings are controlled by gene I, which consists of 3 alleles. I think you know that in case of human beings, blood groups are of 4 types: A, B, AB and O. And these 4 types of blood groups are controlled by gene I, which consists of 3 alleles. So what are these? See, these alleles are IA, IB and small I. So these 3 types of alleles of gene I, they controls the blood group. How they control the blood group? See, gene IA, it is responsible for production of antigen A, and the individual having antigen A have blood group A. Gene IB is responsible for production of antigen B, and individual having antigen B on the surface of RBCs will be having blood group B. Individuals having both antigens, which two, antigen A and antigen B on the surface of RBCs will be having blood group AB. And those who are having gene I does not produce any antigen and they will be having blood group O. So this gene I, as it consists of 3 alleles, consists of more than 2 alternative forms, hence it is one of the example of multiple allele. Now see, you can consider here presence of IA and IB in a person gives AB blood group. Why? Because IA and IB are co-dominant and they are dominant over small I. Okay, so these multiple alleles are present for the blood group. Many alleles are present for the blood group. So genotype of the blood group we are going to study. As you know that genes are always present in pairs. So this blood group A consists of genotype IA or they consist of IA and small I. So this is the homozygous condition for blood group A and this is heterozygous condition where IA is dominant over this small I. For blood group B, condition is IB. This is homozygous condition for blood group B, or it can be IB small I. This IB is dominant over this small I. For AB blood group, genotype will be IAIB as both of these two are co-dominant. They express themselves equally and hence blood group will becomes AB. For O blood group, small I is the genotype. This is the homozygous condition. So for AB blood group and for O blood group, only one type of genotype is seen. So this is about second example of multiple allele. Now we are going to see about pleiotropism, which is one of the example of intergenic or non-allelic interaction. So once again we'll see this intergenic interaction. What is it? See, under gene interaction we have studied about intragenic interaction which occurs between alleles of the same gene, and these 3 examples we have completed: codominance, incomplete dominance and multiple alleles. Now we are going to study about intergenic interaction, which is also called as non-allelic, which occurs between alleles of different genes present on same or different chromosomes. Example, pleiotropism. Only one is included in our book, but other examples are polygenes, epistasis, supplementary and complementary genes. Now see, we have completed first one, intragenic inheritance. Now we are going to see intergenic, also called as non-allelic inheritance. What is it? When 2 or more independent genes present on same or different chromosomes interact and produce different expressions. This is the meaning of intergenic or non-allelic type of inheritance. What is it exactly? We'll consider one of the example, capital T, capital R, small r. It is a dihybrid condition. 2 traits are considered. One is the character of height, another is rounded nature of seed. So in this dihybrid, capital T and capital R small r, they are not alleles of each other. Capital T and small t are alleles of each other. Capital R small r are alleles of each other. But this capital T and capital R small r not alleles of each other. But they can interact and they can produce different expression. So if such type of interactions are there which is not allelic, then it is called as intergenic inheritance. One of the example, pleiotropism we have to study. So we'll see pleiotropism, what is it? Pleiotropy. When a single gene control two or more different traits, it is called as pleiotropic gene, and the phenomenon is called as pleiotropism. What we have studied in Mendel's law, one gene controls one character. For example, gene T controls the character of height. But in case of intergenic inheritance, example pleiotropy, single gene control two or more different trait. Condition is gene is pleiotropic gene and the phenomenon is called as pleiotropism. In case of pleiotropism, the phenotypic ratio is 1:2 instead of 3:1 because death of recessive homozygote takes place. We'll study it in detail. See, one of the example of pleiotropism is sickle shaped, that is half-moon RBCs are there. Half-moon RBCs are there. You can see here these are the normal RBCs which are circular biconcave structure, and this one is the abnormal RBCs is shown. Red blood cell is shown which is sickle shaped, which is half-moon shaped. Here also this long cells are visible which are the sickle celled RBCs, and the circular one are the normal RBCs. So this is example of pleiotropism. So example of pleiotropism is sickle cell anemia. See that it is caused by gene HBS. Remember that HBS is the gene causing sickle cell anemia. So it should be present in pair. So sickle cell anemia is due to HBS and its normal healthy gene is HBA. That means if a person is having gene HBA in homozygous condition, that means suppose HBA is there, that person will be having normal RBCs. If a person is having HBS condition, that will be a carrier condition. And if the carrier condition is there, that person will be showing mild anemia. Why mild anemia? Because their RBCs become sickle shaped or become half moon shaped. When this condition will be there? When abnormal low oxygen concentration is there. That means HBS condition can show two effects. When two different conditions are there, environmental conditions are there. That means suppose a person is having HBS condition, genotype is HBS. Then what will be the effect? That person will be having mild anemia. Why? Because RBCs become sickle shaped. When these RBCs will be sickle shaped? When oxygen concentration is abnormally low. And the same person having HBS type of genotype, their RBCs will be normal in normal conditions. That means one genotype showing two effects in two conditions. That is a pleiotropism. Next to that, homozygotes with recessive gene HBS. That means if a person is having HBS type of genotype, that person will die due to total anemia. Two different expressions are produced by a single gene. So we have seen that two different expressions are produced by single gene HBS. These RBCs become sickle shaped anemia and the RBCs become sickle celled during abnormally low oxygen concentration and will be normal during normal conditions. So this chart is shown, graphical representation. If the person having these two heterozygote conditions, if they are crossed together, what will be the cross and what will be the offsprings seen and what will be the ratio. So when a person having sickle cell, a person which is carrier for sickle cell is crossed with a person which is also carrier for sickle cell. See here, sickle cell carrier, as we have studied before, they are always heterozygote or they are heterozygous. Crossed with sickle cell carrier, same condition. So what is the genotype for sickle cell carrier? It is HBS HbA. So same is for the other person, HBS HbA. What is the gametes formed? Gamete form will be HBS and HbA. Here also HBS and HbA. So when these gametes fuse together in the process of fertilization, we'll start with this HBS. This HBS crossed with this HBS. Here this is the HBS condition. So when HBS individual develops, he is homozygous recessive, and if such condition is there, HBS, it will die because of sickle cell anemia, and this will die here. When this HBS is crossed with HbA, HBA conditions get formed, and it is a heterozygous sickle cell carrier which can survive. This HbA crossed with HBS, so HBA condition again carrier, and it can also survive. When this HbA is crossed with HbA, condition is HbA, and it is the normal homozygous condition. So what is the ratio? It is 2:1. So again this ratio is deviated from normal ratio 3:1. So remember that this pleiotropism, when a single gene controls two or more different traits, it will become pleiotropic gene and phenomenon will be pleiotropism. And the phenotypic ratio is 1:2, we can say 2:1 instead of 3:1 because of the death of this recessive homozygote. Okay, so this is about the intergenic interaction also. So we have seen deviations of this Mendel's law, which come under neo-Mendelism. See, question can be asked, marriage between two carrier will be avoided for sickle cell anemia. Why? Because possibility of development of this homozygous recessive individual is there, which will die. So it is avoided. Marriage between these two sickle cell carriers. Question can be asked. Give reason. So with this we come to the end of first part of this topic, that is mechanism of inheritance. In the next part we have to study about the chromosomal theory of inheritance.